Sound to your mind.
Breathe. I stay quiet as I light on my loud light. Breathe. I balance diet, I'm just trying to get my pounds right. Breathe. I stay quiet as I light on my loud light. Breathe. I balance diet, I'm just trying to get my pounds right. Shouts all on my team, I need more than a mattress support. In my dreams, could grab a few Z's like I'm falling asleep, but I don't wanna wake for the morning. Grief, breathe. Tears drop to the form in the sea. A broke heart, but it's worn in my sleeve. Never listened, I was warned in my teens, but I still skip school, I was taught in the streets. Ring back, don't call for police. Stand tall, don't fall for the beast. Got issues with trust, so I'm born to believe. We've been a victim of love and now we're caught in it deep. Breathe.
Listen. I mean, I hate to say I told you so, man. You know, big up to Lumi Rain, big up to Clockenders, big up to Mamba. Mamba, you know what, Mamba, yeah? I hope you're black because you're named after a black snake called Black Mamba, yeah? Hope you're a black man, Mamba, just saying, yeah? Listen, what a weekend. Big up to Foxy, Babs One Diva, my bad. Big up to Babs One Diva each and every time. Guys, listen, boy, I'm not gonna lie, yeah? I'm not gonna lie. Big up to who was the one that come in the chat yesterday and stuck around?
Verbic and Mamba.
Big up to Verbic and Mamba. I mean, Mamba, you do come out with some nonsense, but it is what it is. Verbic, you stayed around. I can rate that. Arsenal and Pakistan cricket team. You see you, yeah? You see you? Do not think we've forgotten. I pinned it yesterday. This is the same guy that said to me, yeah, if Arsenal lose, I'm going to transfer over 3,000 euros. Am I lying, Fitz?
What you say there, bro? Sorry, I had to discipline the kid rapid. Go on.
Yeah, no problem, bro. I'll rewind. No problem. We can
rewind that for me. Go on.
So, Arsenal and Pakistan cricket team had the cheek to tell me, yeah.
At 1-0 down, bear in mind.
There you go. At 1-0 down, had the cheek to tell me, yeah. If Arsenal lose, I'm gonna transfer over 3,000 euros. Am I lying, Fitz?
Nope, 100%.
Right.
And everyone in the chat was telling him he needs to fall through with it, and he didn't.
You're damn right. And what happens after that? 2-0. Yeah.
Immediately, like the City players was listening.
That. I mean, God upstairs was looking at Pakistan cricket team, thinking, yeah, not a serious guy. Yeah. Then anyway, after the game, what does he do? As usual, he runs and hides, just like the rest of them. And this is what I'm trying to tell you, yeah. I've been very consistent from the start. You see these guys with that kind of behavior there? It always comes home to roost. That's all I say, yeah. And boy, what a performance from Man City. Am I surprised? Mamba's back in the house. Listen, Mamba, you better show up. Quadruple, he said. Bro, before I get into the introductions, yeah, there's a few things that I want to run through. And then there's something that Fitz wants to run through as well. Yeah. We was told this is the best squad in the world. We was also told, you know, look at all the positions. Declan Rice is the second coming of Busquets. You know. Gabriel is going to be better than Lucio. David Raya is Spain's best keeper. Victor Gyökeres is the second coming of Erling Haaland. Mikel Arteta is the best thing since sliced bread. Bukayo Saka, big up Clockenders, had the cheek to argue with me and tell me that Bukayo Saka is top 10 in the world. Big up Clockenders. You're on today. Thank God. Let me tell you this now, yeah. Let's run through that 11, yeah, before we get into the nitty gritty, man. Let's run through that team, yeah. Kepa Arrizabalaga, who was also told he's the second best keeper in the league. Fumbled his lines. Pile of shit. Ben White. Ben White. What to say about Ben White? Ben White's only useful, yeah, when he's after the game and he wants to try and show that he's that guy with his fake tan. Don't make sense to me. William Saliba. Saliba, to be fair, yeah, was Arsenal's best defender, their best player. You know, what's his price for that? He's now out injured. Just saying, who would have thought? Gabriel Magalhaes. We was told Gabriel Magalhaes is the best defender in world football. I already told you when Harry Maguire gripped him up and threw him on the floor, that's when Arsenal fans should have just sold their stocks on Gabriel Magalhaes. Because if my defender's getting gripped up like that, I want him sold immediately. Pierre Hincapié. He can bring that North American grit, determination, all he wants. Early booking, you know, which means that he's on the ropes now. And Semenyo just had him where he wanted him. Martin Zubamendi. You know, we was told Zubamendi was the replacement for Busquets in the national team. The man couldn't even keep out Nico O'Reilly. The guy with the council house haircut on the back post. The high-rise haircut, if you know what I mean. Tower block haircut. Nico O'Reilly. Showing him strength on the back post. Zubamendi. I don't get it. Declan Rice. I'm saying this now, yeah. You see the media, yeah? The media can fool you, but ain't gonna fool us. I told you about Declan Rice, yeah. He gets credit because he covers every blade of grass. He is the typical English central midfielder, high energy, fake aura, but when it comes to show up against the best players, nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen. Kai Havertz had one chance to settle the game early on, fluffs his lines. Why am I not surprised? Leandro Trossard. If I'm Leandro Trossard, I'm retiring very soon. Because that grey hair's getting the better of him. I ain't gonna lie. He's finished. And I rated him at Brighton, by the way. But one grey hair too much. Bukayo Saka. Clock enders, this one's for you, by the way. 300 grand a week. Now being moved into a number 10 position. That is a disgrace on the actual number 10s. Totti, Del Piero, Riquelme, Pablo Aimar, Ronaldinho Zidane, Dennis Bergkamp, Cantona, Mesut Ozil. Bukayo Saka's gone from right winger, 6 goals, 4 assists, and embarrassing himself, to now staying on the pitch, playing as a number 10. Absolute disgrace. I told you guys already, what's the difference between Bukayo Saka and Ricardo Gardner of Bolton? What is the difference? Both black. One's just got African heritage. The other has Caribbean heritage. What is the difference? Someone please tell me. Someone please tell me. Victor Gyökeres. Jack Swagger, Brock Lesnar, whatever you want to call him as a striker. I'm deciding to call him Rasmus Højlund 2.0. I've never seen a striker, yeah, that was hyped up so much and delivers so little. I actually praised him in the first half. You know why I praised him? So I felt sorry for him. Because the bare minimum is just for him to get hold of the ball. But we was told, Lumi Rain, he's going to get 25 league goals. 25 league goals. And again, Fitz is going to give you the numbers very soon. Very, very soon. Yeah? But we was told he was going to get 25 league goals. This guy is an absolute disgrace. We even had the Man United fan base, yeah, trying to convince many that this is a guy that needs to be persevered with. The guy's a pile of shit. It's just that simple. He's crap. He's the worst striker in the league. Name me a striker better than him, and I'll deactivate. Sorry, name me a striker. Sorry, that he's better than. Should I say? Danny Welbeck didn't even get caught to England's World Cup squad, but yet Gyökeres is going to be there for Sweden. Disgrace. Danny, just change allegiances, man. Go Sweden. Take him out the squad because he's fucking shit. Never seen a striker like that in my life that gets hyped up because he's got a few goals in Portugal. Like we should be impressed. Substitutes. Calafiori. The man tried getting a trim, yeah, for the final. All that to be on the bench. Ridiculous. Gabriel Martinelli. By far the worst wide player I've ever seen touch the pitch in the Premier League. That guy is Sonic the Hedgehog. He gets the ball, he runs into dead ends, dead alleys. And I mean, his highlight was when he dancing with Savinho on the side. Savinho was probably laughing at him, thinking, "You idiot! I'm winning a trophy. What are you doing? Yeah, you might come on, but gonna go and do what, bro? We've had to sit through this with these Arsenal fans chatting so much crap. Yeah, quadruple this, quadruple that, and it's now 1 down, 3 to go. Also, before I let Fitz carry on, yeah, where was Max? Mamba, where was Max? Where was Mad Max?
Was he taking the school exam?
Boy, you tell me. We was hearing this is a generational talent, and let's get it right, yeah. I like Max Dowman as a footballer, but the amount of rubbish we've been hearing, oh, he should be in the England squad because he scored a goal that never would have happened if Everton didn't fluff their lines. We was hearing that Max Dowman is going to be on Lamine Yamal's level. Even after I told you guys, Yamal was doing this for club and country, winning trophies at 16. Where was Max? Someone tell me where Max was. I need to know. Max didn't even get off the bench. Martinelli's coming on before him. Mamba, I need to know where was Max? Criminal. Absolute criminal. And as I said, yeah, let's hope that you boys, let's hope that you boys actually learn your lesson. And obviously, Mamba's still running his mouth, so quite clear he's not learning his lesson, which I love, because come the end of the season, man, and it all goes in the pan. Listen, you'll be going in the pan with it as well, getting fried, yeah, because you just don't learn your lesson. But other than that, Man City, well done. You know, you're our rivals, Manchester rivals, but there's certain things that were bigger at stake. And the fact that you took that team to the cleaners, I predicted 2-0. I also told you that Ryan, Cherky, and Rodri will be running the game. Boy, who would have thought that? You know, who would have thought that? But that's what happens when you watch the game properly and you don't go with the media and these clueless pundits narrative. Yeah, that's what happens. Fitz, take it away, bro. Let's run through the numbers, because I'll tell you now, these numbers he's going to run through, yeah, should be a warning sign to every Arsenal fan. Big up.
Well, the first number I'm going to drop is 2,593.48, which is what 3,000 euros converts into pounds sterling. That's for you,
bro.
cricket.
Sorry, is that the same 3,000 that Arsenal and Pakistan cricket team owes me? Yeah.
Yeah. That okay. Digit there is specifically for cricket, but cool. For every other Arsenal fan, though, here's the big concerning one. So Jonas, in the top 7 teams in the league right now, yeah. So we're talking who? City, obviously Arsenal's one of them. So City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Villa, Brentford. Who am I missing out there?
You got Chelsea. You got Chelsea, Villa.
What top 7 now? You're saying
Top 7 now.
so you
So
got
it's
City, Chelsea, Aston Villa, United, Liverpool, Brentford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So out of all those, how many shots on target do you think Victor Gyökeres has had?
6.
0.
Fuck you, man.
Not a single shot on target against the top 7 teams in the league. Yeah. All season, the guy's had 17 shots on target in the league. Lumi Rain was trying to tell us he's going to score 25 goals. He can't even hit the target 25 times.
And that was her sober, by the way.
Yo, it's concerning. Cause realistically, like, to say, against top 10 teams, he scored 6 goals. It sounds all right-ish. No, sorry, not scored six goals. To have 6 shots on target, he looks all right-ish. But when you realise that he's had 2 against Everton, 2 against Fulham, and 2 against Brighton, who lie 8th, 9th, and 10th, it's not too impressive anymore. Like, when we're talking, you can't get a shot on target against Brentford. And I swear you played them twice. You can't get a shot on target against United. And bear in mind, we were struggling with Amorim. You know what I mean? It tells me a lot. But the other bit of numbers that I really want to do get into as well, Kai, you see, since Alex Ferguson left, and we've basically been in the toilet ever since. Do you know how many finals Arsenal's reached post Sir Alex Ferguson?
I'll take a wild guess. 2.
Bang on. Do you know how many United's been in post Sir Alex Ferguson?
Double figures.
Nah, not quite. 7.
Yeah.
7. Yeah. How many finals do you think they've won?
They've won one final.
1 final. How many have United won post Sir Alex Ferguson?
3, 4.
4, I think.
4.
5. 4, yeah, 4, yeah.
Yeah. How many trophies, full stop, has been won post Sir Alex Ferguson for Arsenal?
Boy, that's a record-breaking one.
On my record here, it says 3.
Bro, since who? Since who? Wenger?
Since Fergie.
Since Fergie.
Oh, since Fergie.
Yeah.
So how many they win with Unai Emery?
None.
Well, I'm just gonna pull it up quickly now.
It
To
got
It
him
can't be 3.
He got him to the final, and then Arteta
Oh
won that.
no, you know why? No, you know why? Because didn't Fergie retire before Wenger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means it would have been under Wenger then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically, it's post 2013. So they've had 13 years and they've won 3 trophies. But you know how many United's won post Fergie?
8.
Not quite. 5.
5, yeah. Okay.
Well, that means in our worst period, we've actually competed in more finals, won more finals, and won more trophies than they have. And this has been their peak times. They've had 5-6 years of being second all the time. Realistically, fucking United is still the bigger squad, still the bigger team. I don't want to hear no Arsenal fan talk anything to me. After this, it's over. Yous man have just started fumbling. Yous have now. I said yesterday, what happens if Gabriel or Saliba get injured and then one of your midfielders like a Rice gets injured and we wake up to find Trossard and Saliba are both out? Bro,
Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Bro, I'm still trying to find out where was Max. Where's Max?
Bro,
Someone tell me where Max was. All the talk about last week, the pundits, this, the fans are Max Dowman's our savior. Why didn't Max save you yesterday?
Bro, the biggest question is, where was Bakayo? He's on the big boy wage.
But not only that, Fitz, he's your captain. He's the man that's supposed to lead.
Is he?
The man that's supposed to lead you to a title.
Is he?
That's the man you paid all that money to then go missing. Everybody wants to talk about Salah. Bro, everybody wants to talk about Salah.
Bro, that's the Ghanaian Ricardo Gardner, man. I'm not hearing nothing. Yeah, I told you, man. He's not better than Jared Bowen. Told you, he's only playing off of name because he's the name that's on everyone's lips because everyone has the same opinion. He's crap. I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear that he's on Yamal's level and Elise and Mason Greenwood. He's not even on the level of Madueke. Let's be honest. Madueke is more dangerous than him. That's how bad it is. And you know what it is now, yeah? Do you know why I'm in this mood, yeah? Is because you Arsenal fans have asked for this. You guys just keep talking. Even though, I would have thought, do you know what? You guys ain't won in a little while. We'll just keep it humble. The amount of crap these guys come out with, yeah? You guys are asked for this. And I knew it was coming to this day. Man was telling you, when I was saying to you, look, you guys are getting over the line, well done. You had so many of these guys running their mouth and the final comes, you guys choke. And it's like, it's great, man. It's great. And this will be the springboard as well, yeah, to the title. I promise you. You see the Sporting Lisbon game? You guys are the favourites, yeah? But do not be surprised if something has to give. I promise you. Because I'm pretty sure a majority of Arsenal fans would have said, we are definitely winning this game. Let me go through the questions and comments quickly. Guys, big up yourselves. Make sure you smash the like button.
I have got one more stat just before you get into them. Do you know yesterday's result now means that Arsenal have lost the most League Cup finals in history?
Yep, I see that, bro.
I just wanted to make sure everybody's aware of that fact. But yeah, go on, bro. What the comment section saying? Yeah,
let me go through the comments. Big up to Foxy Danny says, guys, do you think Man City will win the Premier League?
Probably,
Foxy Danny, I've told you from the get-go, yeah? I've told you from the get-go. Man City will win this league. I've said it. When Man City got beat by Real Madrid, yeah, I said, you watch now, yeah, they're going to be locked in. They're not going to play games. You see Pep had some scratches on his forehead. That's because he knows, yeah, it's last chance saloon. Them scratches were before the game, by the way. Yeah? I've told you they're going to win this league because I've watched Arsenal all season and they've been getting away with murder with these corner kicks. Didn't work yesterday. So City are winning this league. I'm telling you, they're winning this league. Saka has been a one-trick pony all season, bar maybe 5 to 8, 9 games. Clock enders, the guy's got 6 goals, 4 assists. Let's move on.
Clock enders.
Listen, wait, bro. Sorry,
this is the same clock enders that said top 10.
Bro, that's my point. Yeah, I don't want to be hearing this now. Yeah, you told us he's top 10 in the world, not as a right winger, as a player, and now all of a sudden he's a one-trick pony. These guys don't know whether they're coming or going. So I'm trying to tell you. I ain't here for that. Kepa cost us 100%. Yeah? What happened to this best team in the world?
Best A-team, man, B-team.
There you go.
I'd just like to point out, hold on, before you carry on, I'd just like to point out Liverpool's second string keeper scored against Arsenal's second string keeper. Apparently, second team keepers are not meant to take pens. Ours didn't scored. Theirs did while he was playing for Chelsea and missed.
Yeah.
He was good enough the whole way through the competition. All of a sudden, we get to the final and it's like he's not good enough. We played our second string keeper in a final. It makes no difference. If he's been good enough in that competition all along, you can't then go, we're going to throw Rare in a final. That makes no difference.
Bro, winning trophies ain't for everyone. That's all I'm going to say. You know what I mean? And Clockender says, how is Victor supposed to score with no service? Tactics all wrong. Nah, Clockenders, your tactic is wrong. Yeah, it's not about how is he supposed to score. He shouldn't be on the pitch in the first place. He's crap. He's the worst striker I've seen with Rasmus Højlund.
And to be fair,
He's not
Victor Gyökeres, let's be real. He's a big he was looking at Sesko and Gyökeres, yeah? Both big tall strikers because all he want to do is set piece, innit? So let's be clear, he's just not good enough getting on the end of set pieces.
Bro, he's fucking shit, man. Let's just call it what it is. He's crap.
You do get plenty of set pieces, and he's always in the box. You know what I mean? It's hardly, Victor, get to the edge of the box in case you get a volley on. Nah, he's always in the mix. He just never gets up there, does he?
He's rubbish, man. He's got a big head on small shoulders, man. That's all it is. That is all it is. He's crap. He's rubbish. He's Rasmus Højlund 2.8. You know, there's people been arguing with me about about Victor Gyökeres. He's rubbish. Let's just call it what it is. And the thing is, if he's not getting any service, you know what you got to do as a striker? And that's when, and I'm going to call you out, Talik Miller. Yeah? When you're telling me, Talik Miller, that a striker's job is just to score goals, yeah? Newsflash. No, it's not. The game has changed. You have to get involved in the general play. And that's what Gyökeres doesn't do. He's got a poor touch, poor technique. He's sluggish, and he's crap. Let's move on. Lee Gunner in the mud. Listen, Lee Gunner's a real one. He's a real one. He's been telling you guys about Arsenal from the get-go, man. So he's not in the mud, man. He's just been switched on, unlike a lot of these Arsenal fans that are deluded. You know what I mean? Max Dowman nicked your boy's record. Rooney. Yeah, good one. Good one. Good one. Let's move on from that.
Until JJ takes it next year. Chill out.
There you go. Where was Max? Where was he? You know what I mean? Where was he? Don't worry, we'll get on to Liverpool after, man. Big up to football and stuff, because they're in the mud as well. We'll get on to them.
Listen, it's not about us. We didn't get to a cup final and lose. I don't want to hear no noise from Arsenal fans, because at least when we get to finals, we make it interesting. We win cups.
I hear it.
So I don't want to hear Arsenal fans talk about, oh yeah, but Liverpool lost. Brighton I'm not ashamed to lose to Brighton. Brighton are a good team. We were shit. We're shit.
But Jonas, you don't have to hear it from Arsenal fans this week, but you're gonna hear it from United fans this week.
Right. Right. Don't worry. We are coming to you. Don't worry.
We can discuss United as well.
Let me get on.
We can. Don't worry.
Max Dowman is so overrated. Boy. I mean, it's pretty harsh to say he's overrated. I think he's a good player, but these lot would have you believe he's on Lamine Yamal's level, like he's like he's that guy. And again, he's got talent, man. But Yamal was doing this at 16. Dowman can't even get on the pitch at Wembley. But yeah, we're meant to believe he's Lamine Yamal.
Listen, they did the same thing with Ranieri, bro. So I don't know what we're doing there.
Declan Rice is the spicy Mark Noble. Listen. You see Declan Spice, yeah? I've got time for Declan Rice. I'll tell you why I got time, yeah? Because he is the biggest myth from this Premier League in terms of English players, yeah? Him and Jude Bellingham. You guys know my passion against them two players. It's not even personal, yeah? It's just honest facts that people don't want to hear. Declan Rice is one of them players, yeah, where he's protected by this country because he covers every blade of grass. You see Rodri, yeah? You see Rodri, Ballon d'Or winner, yeah? He's had to deal with injuries and be in the shadow because this country, the media, decided that Declan Rice was the guy to take Rodri's throne. Rodri just showed you why yesterday. He is, along with Moises Caicedo and Casemiro, they're the three best midfielders in this league. There's no argument. Declan Rice, Declan Spice, he's not part of that. And then what happens? He goes to right back to try and stop Doku. Yeah? So again, I don't want to hear nothing about Declan Rice anymore. The man hit 2 free kicks last season in the Champions League, and his name just keeps spicing up all the time. You see what I mean? I don't want to hear Declan Rice's name no longer. Just let him go about his business quietly. And when it comes to the big boys turning up, that ain't him. That ain't him. You know? It's just that simple. Big up to Black Mojo King. Big up yourself, my guy. Big up. Declan Rice is the westernized Mohamed El Neni. Listen. That's not even a bad shout. That's not even a bad shout. If anything, who's to say he's better than El Neni? Why? Because the English media and the pundits tell you so. Is that why? Declan Rice is crap, man. I don't give a damn. He's rubbish. What Declan Rice does in this country is not rated in Europe. It's not. Covering every blade of grass. The way that I look at it, yeah, if you're covering every blade of grass, it means you're not intelligent. That's what it means. Because you shouldn't be covering every blade of grass. That's why it's a team sport. But he gets praised for doing that. And because he can take a decent corner kick. Where was that decent corner kick yesterday? Where was it?
Saka was on him.
Yeah, well, let's say about him the better. You know what I mean? Let's say about him the better. 300 grand for that, you know. Yeah, big up Mojo, man. Big up yourself. Declan Rice is about to lift the title.
Clockenders.
Why Clockenders? Why didn't he lift the trophy yesterday? That's what I want to know.
The thing is, bro, Clockenders, when I'm in the chat, you are one of the most logical like Arsenal fans I speak to. Brother even said we'll be lucky to get one. We'll be like, you get me. Basically, he's expecting just one trophy, not the 4, and he's even going against Mamba at the time. Bro, where's the confidence just come from? You've currently got how many? Like 4 first-team players are all out injured right this second. How are you that confident when now morale is going to be low? City's gonna be high. City don't have the extra distraction of fucking Champions League to deal with. Yous man are gonna at least expect 4 more games in Champions League minimum. Bro, it's gonna be a long couple weeks this for you lot.
Boy, Mourinho was right about Arsenal, specialist in failure.
Yo, he was that. Yo, salute Ahmed. Fucking up.
Big up to Ahmed. Listen, spot on. But again, a blind Stevie Wonder could have told you that. You know what I mean? They're crap, man. I'm telling you. How can the thing is, if Arsenal was to win this league, yeah, and again, I don't even care if they win the league because this league's been shit anyway. It's been shit for a while, yeah. But you see, he got upstairs, yeah. He's not going to allow them to win the league playing this way. Because the way they've played the whole season, yeah, they play in like little spurts. Like they might put a couple of passes together, but their season's been based off a defense. And as soon as they play someone serious, they get beat. When they play up against a ball playing team, they get battered. It's just that simple. These guys think they're in the Champions League final already. You know what I mean? Because they beat a Bayer Leverkusen team that really and truly, let's face it, that was never a penalty in the first leg. And if you watch the 2 goals that Arsenal scored, they were from calamities from the midfielders. Watch the game. But yeah, you beat Bayer Leverkusen. You got Sporting now. You know, you're the favourites, but morale will be low. That's all I'm saying. And you see Arteta, yeah. You know what I mean? You know what was a highlight for me yesterday, yeah, and I was crying, yeah. There was 2 things that were the highlights. One I see, one I missed, yeah, involving Arteta. So when City scored the first goal, yeah, Arteta was making a sub to put Madueke on, yeah. Bro, I was crying. If you watch what happened now, yeah, Madueke about to come on now, yeah, and as soon as City made it 2-0, you should have seen Arteta's face, and Arteta's high five to Madueke was about to be different, yeah. As soon as City got the second goal, he didn't even want to high five Madueke, and you could tell Madueke just looked a bit out of sorts. You know what I mean? That's your manager there. That's your leader apparently, yeah. And after the game, you see Erling Haaland, you weren't in the game, but you were doing a different role, yeah, bro. I see it today. Fitz sent it over, yeah, about the stay humble. The way he done it, yeah, I was crying because he done it in a way, yeah, where you can't even get angry at him because he's laughing at afterwards, yeah. Arteta just didn't know what to do. Ben White tried to show the passion that he tried to show on Ryan Cherky, who, by the way, yeah, as I keep telling you guys, yeah, you see this Ryan Cherky guy, yeah, this is a Ballon d'Or winner. This is a Ballon d'Or contender in the future. You know, I predicted start of the game. Fitz, you were there. I said Rodri and Ryan Cherky will get man the match, because you see players like that, they come to the fore with their quality. And what Cherky was doing yesterday, and what I love about Cherky, yeah, he's a maverick, Cherky, yeah, but he's got, like, I've never seen a player like him that's a maverick, but can just slow the game down like that. Because usually you get players that are mavericks that are a bit, you know, they're a bit reckless sometimes in possession. He's as good as in possession, yeah, as anyone that I've seen. He just knows when to slow the game down. And I'll tell you now, him and Rodri ran that midfield. That is what you call quality. You know? Who's Arsenal's quality? Let me know. You've got Sonic and a guy that should retire really on the left-hand side. The Ghanaian Ricardo Gardner and that guy with the plaits on the right-hand side. I forgot his name. Yeah? You've got Eze, who for me is a top player. He's a very good player, but he's out injured. He didn't fancy it. You've got a wrestler up top. You know, Havertz, who is, I don't know what he is. I rated Havertz when he come for that by Leverkusen, but yeah, he's useless now. Odegaard, who's a pussy-hole, he don't fancy it. Declan Rice, yeah. As I said, we talked about him already, he's shit. Zubamendi, who thinks he's tough and got beaten by a guy that's got the tower block haircut on the back post. And then you got Gabriel got thrown around by Harry Maguire. So, I mean, do we really think this team's winning anything with that attitude? With that mentality?
It's the mentality of how they set up, though. That's what did it for me. When you look how City set up and you look how Arsenal set up,
yeah, it's
like the first 20 minutes, Arsenal could smell blood, and you thought to yourself, okay, they'll take the game to them there. Did they all? It's like they got to a point and just literally went, nah, we're just going to sit back now. Literally just went, we're just going to sit back now. And it was ridiculous, because you'd like to think that you go into the game and it's like you go to, okay, cool, we're going into this game. We can do whatever we want, blah, blah. Let's think about how we're going to do this. And none of that's been done. Like, do you know what I mean? So you could see when Arsenal had the ball at the back and Kepa's got the ball, Thing just sat in the bank of four and just went, yeah, it's cool. There's no dramas now. We know how you're going to play now. There's no dramas. We're just going to set up like this. And if they play like that again at the Etihad, they'll lose. Because again, City knows what's coming now. So they sit in a bank of four and they just
Bro, you're missing one key point. They are going to... City are going to beat them at Etihad. They'll beat them. Bro, they're going to beat them. Like, we know how this goes. Like, it's not a surprise. City are locked in. They know what needs to happen.
And the thing is, like I said, like I've accounted on City winning their game in hand and winning at the Etihad for the longest now. I don't see it being any different, especially after they handily beat Arsenal yesterday. Like there was no, oh, it was close. Like you say, it looked like it could be a close game for a minute, and then yeah, that was it. Game over basically. You get me?
City came out second half.
Was it more of a case here where City were just feeling their way into the game, and it made it seem like Arsenal had a chance? Yeah, because like Arsenal really only had the chance from Havertz, the triple save from Trafford, who was very good, by the way.
Yeah. To be fair, I thought during the game at first, I did think that you nailed it with it's a bit of a chess game, and I feel like I thought at first no one really wanted to make the first move, but watching how the game actually panned out by the end, yeah, they were just wormsing in, weren't they? Like it was just as simple as that. Arsenal came at them at first while they were cold. Nothing panned out for them, and by the time City warmed up, like Arsenal had already kind of give them the best and thought, well, going forwards, not done shit for us. Let's just try to just sit back, do what we do best, really, in it, and defend. And they can't even do that effectively. Cause let's be real, Nico O'Reilly isn't the best in attack, like in attacking positions. Like we've seen him score a couple goals here and there throughout the season, but let's be real, he's being thrown from midfield in a defensive role. When he gets put in midfield, he plays a defensive role. He's not there to do attacking work. You get me? So for him to be,
if you check it though, Nico O'Reilly's actually a number 10.
To be fair, I seen something about that, like obviously from academy times in it, but
he's number 10, bro. Yeah.
But that's the thing. Obviously, for the whole season, he's been playing but under a defensive role. You know what I mean? So for him to pop up in that position there, for me, it's not like Haaland's had 2 chances fall to him and he's an elite finisher. You know what I mean? You've had Nico O'Reilly there. You know what I mean? It's your defenders should be doing better jobs, especially when we're talking about conversations where I'm hearing that this is the best pairing that I've ever, you know what I mean, ever seen in the Prem. Like, bro, people either have only just started watching football or have a very short memory, because I can name at least 5 better pairings right now.
But it's not even that. It's the way he gets beat at that back post. So for the first goal, there's no way your defender should be getting beat like that. You have to be tussling with the man. And
the second one, it was Saka at the back post, weren't it?
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sort of,
300 grand a week, man. Yeah.
But again, why is Saka at your back? But why have you got, like, Saka's not the biggest, strongest you know what I mean? Why? And you've got 4 fucking real defenders on the pitch.
Yeah.
They're playing fullbacks that are centre backs. So why, you know what I mean? Why haven't you got one of them big natural centre backs on the back post when you've just conceded at the back post? You know what I mean? Like,
apparently they were the best defense that we've ever seen, according to some.
Nothing
as
compared
to said,
nothing compared to a Neville, Evra, Rio, and Vidic, bro. That's the greatest defense this league's ever seen. Bro,
throw Pallister and Bruce in there as well, man, if you want.
Yo, bro, I just thought you'd fight me on it.
Boy, at least they win trophies. That's all I'm saying.
Pally, Bruce, Parker, and Irwin, bro, bro, that was dangerous.
But the thing as well, Clockenders has said lost 4 games all season. By the way, Clockenders, big up my guy, But I'm not sure if you know, but losing 4 games doesn't mean you win a trophy for that. That's all I'm saying. Like,
it makes no difference.
Clockenders, put it like this: if City now win every game for the rest in the league, and Usman just lose against them and 1 more match, you've lost 6 games all season and didn't win the title. It means nothing.
Sorry, I've just seen something. Let me see. If this is true, I'm gonna laugh my head off. One second. If this is true, I'm gonna laugh my head off. This can't be true.
What?
Oh my God! Listen. Now, this is either one or 2 things, They're either doing this on purpose, Arsenal, or it's all falling apart, You know, we said earlier, William Saliba, Leandro Trossard, Urian Timber are all at Eze, have all withdrawn and they're all injured, I've just seen it now. Do you know who else is injured?
Fine.
Gabriel Magalhaes.
Bro. He's both the centre backs I said yesterday.
Bro, he's just withdrawn from the Brazil squad for the game against France and Croatia, And hear this, 1 minute. He says he reported pain in his right knee following Arsenal's loss to Man City at Wembley. Bro, I guarantee you this now, These guys have had injuries the whole time like that, but they've been trying to play through the pain barrier. And now they're saying, fuck it, it's done, it's a wrap. Gabriel has got pain in his right knee. The same knee, by the way, that he injured when he was playing for Brazil at the Emirates last time, and all of a sudden now he's got pain again. Bro, either they're putting players out, yeah, because they know that it's crunch time, or these players are actually that injured.
I reckon they're pulling players out because they know it's crunch time.
Who knows? Who knows? But
I just think it's international break. Brazil are going to the World Cup no matter what. I need that. Fuck that. I need a
he might not even go. He might not even go.
But one set will. Because all right, with Gabriel, maybe he feels like his spot in the Brazil World Cup squad's cemented. But for France, they've got a lot of centre backs and a lot of left wingers that can go. Trossard and Saliba need to be there. They can't be affording to lose their place right now because they could very easily. I don't think Arteta is that kind of mind games manager. He's too new to this, bro. Like
Saliba probably is injured, and Trossard is probably injured, but Gabriel is probably pulling out because he knows that they need something.
Yeah, there's a chance with Gabriel, but I do genuinely feel like Timber's definitely injured because otherwise he'd have started in the final. There's no way. Same with Eze, you get me. He'd have at least been on the bench. But
boy, let's see what this best squad in the world can do now. I mean, the only saving grace for them, is that it's a 2-week break. But if he's feeling pain in his knee, and that's genuine, I'm telling you now, it won't be long before it starts aggravating him again, because he could even miss the World Cup. Because remember, he was out before because of that. I mean, Trossard, him being out the squad, who cares? He ain't doing nothing anyway. You know what I mean? Obviously, Eze didn't play. Timber's out injured. Saliba's withdrawn. Boy, listen, it's all happening now. And let's not forget, they've got a lot of games coming up thick and fast.
Yeah, of course they do.
Champions League 2 legs, which is going to take a lot out of them. Game against Bournemouth, which won't be easy. Bournemouth are going to have the rest as well. Because let's not forget, are Bournemouth still in the FA Cup? I think they're out of it, aren't they?
No, I think they're out.
Yeah, so they'll have another extra rest. They got to play City again.
They got to play West Ham.
When they come back from the 4th to the 19th, so within 15 days, they've got Southampton, Sporting, Bournemouth, Sporting, City. Yeah. In the same span of time, from the 4th to the 19th, City have got Liverpool in the Cup, then Chelsea, and then they've got Arsenal.
Yeah.
They can afford to do what Carrick's doing because it's the 4th, 12th, and 19th for them. They can just play their strongest team week in, week out there. Arsenal can't. They've got a game on the 4th, 7th, 11th, 15th, 19th. Peak. It's peak.
Moving man about. That's what I would say. Hey, Kepa's coming back in.
What else will he cost you, boys?
Agent Kepa's back.
And you know what makes me laugh? They were doing a piece on saying, if David Raya was in goal, it would never have happened. Yeah, all these ifs and buts, man. You know what I mean? Listen, David Raya is better than Kepa and has been. Yeah, but
is David Raya even that tall? Would he have even got to that?
Bro, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. But all this revisionism, I don't really care about. The facts are City smoked them comfortably. Yeah. 2-0. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. Yeah. And as Karan says, hold the L, man. But they're not gonna hold the L because there's still too many of them talking. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But what did you make of the game anyway, Jonas? Because obviously me and Fitz done a watch along. And for me personally, the lineup that I thought that City might have played or wanted to see, he started both Semenyo and Doku, and I thought that maybe that's either going to work or it's not in it, And I think in the end, it didn't really make much of a difference. But part of me was saying, he has to play Cherki because Cherki is what Haaland's going to miss. And again, Haaland was quiet, But if you actually check what Haaland was doing, which is quite a good ploy by Guardiola, Haaland was just there to just unsettle Saliba and Gabriel, occupy them.
Yeah.
Because if you occupy them, then it's going to create spaces for the for Turkey. And as soon as City got the first goal, I said game over. Because Arsenal from open play are an absolute joke. Like, they're not good enough from open play.
Yeah, but it's not even that. It's the fact that they had them pinned back. So the first 20 minutes, Arsenal were all on it, and it was fine. But they get to the first 20 minutes, and then it's like they go, okay, we're settled now. Let's sit back. Yeah. And they expect you to attack them. Whereas City went, that's cool. You man have the ball in that final third. We don't need it. The moment Semenyo got the ball, I see him skim Hincapié twice. Yeah. And it's not like he just skimmed him. He made him look like a fool, bro. To the point where Gabriel or Saliba came over and went, big man, I need you to do something with this brother. Because I cannot have him skimming you like that. Because there was a point where Semenyo sort of stood him up and he sort of went, all right, cool, let's see how good he is. And sort of does a step, takes him on the inside, and Hincapié steps in, and it's like, fuck, I stepped too early.
I think that was when he was on the yellow card, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In the box, yeah.
So to me, City always looked like scoring. City always the first 20 minutes was Arsenal's. I'll give them that. But after that, Arsenal, and this is why they won't win, is because they have no
balls.
They have no, they don't have anything to sort of be like, oh, we want to take the game to you rather than waiting for you to take the game to us. And that was the problem yesterday. You're in a cup final. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't give a shit if we lose by 2 or 3. We need to attack these lot because we know they're going to score. At some point, they're going to score. We need to go and score first. That way, it puts them in a bit of a shock mode and they got attack. We can defend that. We can counter attack you. Put Martinelli on, put this person on. Pace. Didn't do that. Literally, first 20 minutes attacked. And then literally, you saw it when their back four was sat. You had Haaland, you had Doku, you had Bernardo Silva, and then you had Semenyo. Literally just sat, and they literally just went, "Yeah, you man have it there. That's fine. That's fine." And then the moment Kepa got it, it was like, "Oh, I gotta go long," because there's nobody else to play back there.
Yeah. I thought personally, man. As you said, I think the first half was, you could probably say that Arsenal probably edged the first 15, 20 minutes. But when I say they edged it, I just think that they probably had the outstanding chance in the game that made them fluff their lines, innit? Yeah. But for me, I was never thinking City are in trouble, man. I always said City will win this game because there's no way Pep Guardiola is going to come out of this game in a final in a competition where it's his competition now, and lose to their rivals for the league. That was never going to happen because I couldn't envisage them getting beat over 2 legs by Real Madrid and then getting beat by Arsenal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again, I was always confident that they would win that game. You know, and as I said, man, if we're saying Arsenal's best player, was Saliba and Calafiori when he came on, boy, that just tells you everything. And the only way Arsenal were getting back into that game was from a set piece. Like this is what they've become. There's not at one point I thought City are going to concede from open play. Trafford was very good. You know, I thought Kusanov, and as I said, you see Kusanov, You know what I like about Kusanov, Be very wary, when you're dealing with a guy that has little English on a football pitch. When they have little English, be very, very scared. Because what he done to Gyökeres, which wasn't a foul in my book, be very scared. You see that guy there, I told you he's going to be one of the best defenders in the world because he's got an attitude that I like from a defender. He does not give a shit.
No,
he don't care who you are, He's just going to go through you and there's nothing you can do about it. You see guys like that? Get them in my team right now. Yeah? Man City there, they've got themselves a potential world beater there. Because he's with more experience, he's just going to strike fair into anyone. Because he just does not give a shit. And Gyökeres didn't want it with him after that game, during the game, after that challenge, I thought he was good. Ake, who I was surprised to see starting, but again,
I thought
injured in the warm-up.
He did his role though.
I thought Ake was good,
Yeah.
man. To be fair,
Yeah, he did his job. There was a point where someone had passed him and you thought, he's in there. And Ake comes out of nowhere. Like literally just comes out of nowhere and gets the ball back.
yeah.
So I think he did well.
He was, man. He was very good. He was very good. And even I thought Nuri would have started left back, but O'Reilly went back there. I thought Matthias Nunes was very good. I mean, Trossard and even Martinelli, they got nothing out of him. As I said, Rodri just showed Declan Rice the levels. You know, Rodri showed Declan Rice, you can cover every blade of grass ain't gonna work here, mate. Ain't gonna work at your home ground. Go home. You know what I mean? That's what he showed him. And as I said, man, like even Semenyo and Doku, like they were outlets in terms of their pace. You know, Doku with his twinkle toes. You know, again, he does a lot of the same thing, but he was getting him up the pitch and drawing fouls, isn't it?
As much as he does the same thing, you can't stop it.
I don't rate him that highly, yeah. But there's games where you need someone like him because, as I said, when you're 1-0 up or 2-1 up, yeah, you need players like him that can draw fouls and get your team up the pitch, and that's what he done. But between him and Semenyo, like that's a poor pairing personally for me. But they both done their jobs, and I think Pep played both of them because of their physicality in it. It was obvious.
Yeah.
But, and obviously Cherky was just, I mean, when he started doing the kick-ups, man, I got time for that, man. The touch, the kick-ups, Ben White tried showing strength. You know what I mean? Ben White done what Cherky wanted him to do. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, come on, Ben, come on, try and rough me up. There we go. We've won the game. Your head's gone. Dickhead. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro, listen, it was great, man. It was great. It was a very good performance. And as I said, this will be the springboard for them, man, for me. Until the end of the season. As I said, I think the next game is the FA Cup against Liverpool. Against you guys, isn't it? So we are going to move on to you guys now anyway, because what I'm seeing over there, man, is nothing short of a disgrace, by the way. I mean, the fact that you guys are meant to be the defending champions.
Yeah, but even in our shittest season, we're still in 6th.
Bro, right, six ain't a trophy, by the way.
I don't care. Right now, in our shittest season, we're 6th.
That's currently, bro. If you drop 2 more places, if you go below 7th by the end of this season, bro,
it's not gonna happen. I'll tell you why it's not gonna happen.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Have you heard the rumors? Have you heard the rumors? Have you seen the noise?
Nah, I'm not a scouser.
So apparently, yeah, there's been a lot of noise and a lot of conversation. Xabi Alonso.
Oh, is it about him changing his formation or his tactics or something?
Nah. Oh. Xabi Alonso's second in charge. Apparently, Liverpool board have had enough. And Xabi Alonso's second in charge always chats with Verts and Frimpong. And they've been asking him and telling him and going, what's life in Liverpool like? What's the change room like? What's the ground like? What's this like? What's that like? Apparently, the rumor is, I think that I don't know if it's the Man City game, I don't know what game it is. Whatever game he loses, they're talking about bringing Xabi Alonso in before the end of the season.
So why wouldn't you have done that like 2 weeks ago instead of waiting for him now to? Isn't there enough Liverpool fans saying get him out where you don't need to wait?
But it's because they're looking at Champions League. But I think they're going, no matter what happens, he's out at the end of the season. It's just about now. If they don't make Champions League now, which is what I think they're concerned with, if they do not make Champions League, they're going to kick up a fuss because it's bringing in money, innit?
No, I hear it, but surely you would think, like, okay, that result against Brighton's, and that's enough. Let's say get him out. Let's bring him in now because new manager bounce will probably get you across the line here.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? But I don't know, leaving it a few more games, bro, that's playing with fire. You're leaving him enough chance to fuck you up even more.
I think, don't be surprised if over the international break he gets sacked.
Okay.
You reckon?
Okay. Well, if
Yeah.
that happens, that's exactly what should happen in my eyes.
Yeah.
If you've got it lined up, fucking do it. Like look how big of a change it made for us.
Yeah.
Bro.
I think if they're gonna do it, I think they should do it over the international break. But the
To be
conversation,
fair, there is 2 weeks in it. So
yeah, and the conversations has been apparently he's spoken to Verts, he's spoken to Frimpong, and they're in constant communication. And he's like, "What's the change?" But apparently he's lost like the dressing room. Nobody can be asked with slot. Like, so I think he goes. I don't know when he goes.
The thing is though, yeah, in your opinion though, yeah, what do you think he's done majorly wrong?
He's got players, but the problem is the way he's playing or what he's trying to do makes no sense with the players that we've got. Like, you've gone to a back four, but you've got wing backs. Like, you've got Kirkes and you've got Frimpong. Why would you not just play? Like, even when Bradley was there, Bradley could play wing back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's young, he's strong, he's quick. Like, you got wing backs. Like, why would you not play a wing back? Do you know what I mean?
Well, who would have thought Fred at back? Just saying.
You could have put Robertson in with the back three. Do you know what I mean? Like, to me, it's a case of move Salah in. Because now, like you say, you're changing Salah's role, but again, it works for him because now he doesn't need to be defending.
Yeah,
he doesn't need to be defending. He can focus on the other side of the game. But again, in my head, it's a case of you've got these players, you're not using them properly. As Fitz said, you've got all these players, you're not using them properly. Like, you weren't using them properly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You got so many great players. You got Verts, you got Ekatike, you got freaking. But again, the thing that annoyed me, Rio was absolutely cooking on the left wing. Yeah, he goes, I need to bring my boy Gakpo on. Moves Rio to the right. I'm just like, brother,
Yeah.
what are we doing there? Like, what are we doing there? You got Chiesa sat on the bench, which is just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
And now Kane is injured.
It's stupid.
He's now injured.
That's what I mean. It's absolutely fucking stupid. But again, for me personally, he hasn't done anything right in terms of if he had come in and did what Klopp did in terms of embed it and become part of the city, it'd have been all right. But he's not done none of that. And that's the other problem. As much as it's like, oh yeah, but we don't see it. Like you say, like a club like Man United, you don't just go into Man United and go, I'm not going to become part of this. I'm not going to become part of the club. That's not. You have to become part of the culture. That's what you're there to do. You want to be this club's manager, and you want to be there for 10 years. You have to become part of the city. Otherwise, you do the people wrong, they're going to get you out of there, like Man United would. Do you know what I mean? Like Man United did with Amorim. So to me, in my head, you have to become part of that city. If you do not become part of that city, our fans will not allow you to do that. Simple as. It's just not what we do. We're not going to sit like Arsenal for 6 years and wait for a Premier League title. He won us the league last season, yes. But again, it's all because he slightly changed things. He didn't change much else. They were running their socks off. We've been outrun 26 times this season. Do you know how ridiculous that is? Considering we are one of the most running teams ever. We have been outrun in 26 games, which is ridiculous, which is unheard of.
Well, who knows, man? Maybe you might have needed Declan Rice, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure your running stats will be up. Quality might be done, but you know.
Do you know what I mean? But like, to me, but it's like, even like Gravenberch said, that's why Gravenberch was scoring more goals, because they were like, he's changed my role. It was like, he's changed my role.
Yeah,
I'm not sitting in front of the back four. But again, to me, you're playing a back four. You're playing a back four. Make it a back three and put him as the seat. Do you know what I mean? It's just stupid. Absolutely stupid. And then you got Szoboszlai, who's not playing in his right position. You're still insisting on playing him right back from time to time. You got Curtis Jones, who can keep a ball like fucking nobody else, and you're not playing him. Do you know what I mean? Like, you got all these players. You got all these players, and you're choosing not to change the system. So I think personally, Liverpool board might have to have a conversation, and I reckon they get rid of it. I reckon they get rid of him before the end of the season, because they seriously now have to start looking at it and sort of start down. We got what, 7 games left? 7 games left. We need points on the board. We need someone who can figure it out. We need someone who can figure it out. We bought a guy for 100 mil, and he still ain't got the best out of him. How do we get the best out of him? We'll get the guy that knows and that's had him previously, so we know how it works. Because you think about it, you bring him in, you bring Xabi Alonso in, and I reckon he gets Verts and Ekitike cooking like nobody else.
Bro, I'm laughing, because if you lot would have played three at the back, as I said from the start of the season, you'd have been competing for this title right now. I mean, it didn't make any sense, as to why the three at the back. Because I remember me and you speaking about it before. Yeah. The three at the back needed to happen, not so much for the players that were coming in. Yeah. You look at the fact that you guys paid big money to both Salah and Van Dijk, yeah? They're both the wrong side of 30. They're both getting on. Both of them have lost really their physicality and their pace. So how do you prolong Salah and Van Dijk? By getting legs around them. You get 2 players either side of Van Dijk, so he can now be the organizer and have, physicality and pace either side. How do you get more out of Salah? As much as I don't rate Salah, I think he's poor, But if you wanted to utilize Salah's goals, play him closer to goal as an inside forward, and have Frimpong's legs be what Salah's legs ain't no more. And I guarantee you this now, if he would have done that, you guys will be competing for a title. Promise you. I promise you'd be competing for a title. Because I could just see that's what was needed. That's what needed to happen. But again, he obviously had his own ideas, and I think it's probably arguably the worst defense of a title that I've seen. So, yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It very nearly is on the records. To be fair, that's what I'm saying. If they slip to 8th, and hear me out, Jonas. Yeah, like, I've got the fixtures and stuff in front of me. I just checked the league table, In 8th right now, it's Everton,
Yeah.
Brentford's next league game is Everton,
Yeah.
Let's say that they draw, because they're on equal points right now. So let's say a draw would be fair there, And obviously, your fixtures, you've got on the 4th, 8th, 11th, 14th, and then the 19th, you face Everton, The build-up, you've got City, PSG, Fulham, and then PSG again. And don't get it twisted, Harry Wilson is going to want to turn up to Anfield and do something. He's been turning it on.
Fulham always turns against us.
But so I would say, let's say if you get a draw against Fulham at home, because let's be real, you aren't doing much.
Well, not.
And they are, But let's say you get a draw there, And then obviously your next league game is against Everton.
Yeah.
Away.
Hey, listen, Everton, I swear Everton are like 2 points behind you guys.
Bro, the 3 points behind, but this is what I'm saying. When you face Everton away, that could put you in 8th place, bro. If you draw against Fulham, they draw against Brentford, it's still 3 points. Then they beat you when you go to them. Bear in mind, you've got City.
Where's Isak to save the day? Where's Isak?
He'll be back. He'll be back.
Bro, you've got City, PSG, Fulham, then PSG again before Everton away. That's a sticky run, that for you there. Again, all within 15 days, just like the Arsenal problem. You see what when you know you ain't gonna win Champions League, you see how much of a fuckery it is to your season.
Yeah, but we know we freaking know PSG are gonna. It depends because in Europe we're all right, brother. In Europe we're fine.
Bro, to be fair, Liverpool's done it before, finished nowhere and fucking won the Champions League.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean, bro. But all I'm saying is that Liverpool now need to look at the rest of the season. So if Xabi Alonso, if we're considering getting Xabi Alonso and he's verbally agreed, let's just fucking get it done and get him in earlier. Because at the end of the day, how many games you have to see that's not going right before you come in? Because I don't mind if he comes in and goes, "We're going to a back three now. We're going to a back three."
No, because if you
put like in and you put Konate in,
100. But here's the thing: like, if you've already verbally agreed with Xabi Alonso to come in, what's the point in wasting time after that? You know what I mean? Like, because let's be real, if Slot turned it round and got you into Champions League, he's still gonna go.
Yeah, he's still going,
and you're still gonna bring in the same guy. So why waste time here? You know what I mean?
He's still going. I don't think there's any doubt about him still going. I think it's more just a case of when do they bring him in?
But this is what I'm saying, though, bro. If you're getting a divorce, you don't wait until Christmas is over first. You know what I mean? You just get the fucking divorce, bro.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. But then, man, ain't got sense, though. You know what I mean? Like, what you do? Just get it done with, man. Why are we playing games? Letting everyone get emotional over Christmas together? Like, just done it now. Like,
it's true. Because to me, he needs to go. Like, he needs to go. Like, he does need to go. It's nothing new. I don't know why people are acting like how it felt like when we lost people. It's nothing new. We're dog shit this season. What are people expecting? Like, what are you expecting from us?
To be fair, really? from defending champions, I did expect a bit, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
It's dog shit.
And the window that you had, defending champions, the manager's still the same guy, and you've had the window you had, which you would have thought he had mad input in.
The problem is he's not implemented those players. And to be fair, Isaac has been out for however long he's been out. Leone's freaking out. Freaking, you got another centre back. Do you know what I mean? You're playing the same two freaking centre back. At this point, they might as well have just kept Joel Matip. Do you know what I mean? They might as well just kept Joel Matip at this point.
Since we're on centre backs, I know you want to get into Konate about this weekend, but I know what you're gonna say because Konate was there in it, but bro, for Welbeck's first goal, yeah. Did you see at first it was Van Dijk's man, yeah?
Yeah, he runs across him, yeah.
Yeah, and he Van Dijk, he didn't run across him. Van Dijk pushed him into position. Did he not push him into basically where the space where Konate should be covering?
Which you thought, listen, it's happened.
Nah, hear what I'm saying though, bro. He's pushed him where he needs to be for the cross, yeah? So he basically told Welbeck, go stand at the back post to delegate the job to Konate, but that was his man. And when the when the ball hit the back of the net, what was my man actually doing? Who did he have?
Nobody.
Right? And considering it's all going on in the middle of your fucking box, you would expect your big Dutch captain to be able to do something in it. Yeah. And then the second goal, it was a good cross into Hinshelwood first, but who had Hinshelwood?
Yeah, it's a great cross. It's
right, but who had Hinshelwood?
Van Dijk. It's between him and Kirkers.
But who was he closer to?
Obviously, it's closer to Van Dijk, isn't it?
Right. So it was Van Dijk's man, yeah?
I'm being funny, yeah. I'm getting kind of tired of Van Dijk's mistakes now.
But this is what I'm saying. You see now, you see when I'm pointing them out. Now you see, because nobody on Match of the Day or Sky Sports is gonna point like, yo, I watched it on Match of the Day. All they mentioned was a great cross and great work by Hinshelwood. They didn't mention that Van Dijk should have done better. Same way on the first one, nobody mentioned Van Dijk had nobody. In all that madness going on, Van Dijk had nothing and delegated the role to fucking Konate first. And no one mentions it because everyone wants to give him his fucking like he's something special. Bro, fuck that. I'm telling you, bro, my man cannot be serious at all. Like, I can't be the only person that's seeing this shit. Anyone in the chat, go back to Match of the Day and watch that highlight and tell me I'm wrong. On the next Monday, tell me I was wrong if I was wrong in it. But bro, Van Dijk, both of them goals, Van Dijk was doing nothing. He fell asleep. He saw the cross coming and watched the cross, knowing there was a guy coming in from behind him. You know what I mean? It just left it.
Yeah.
He didn't think Hinshaw would had enough in him to do it. You get me?
Yeah,
and he did it.
Yeah.
But bro, that's not what your big captain should be doing, especially at that point. You were 1-1, bro.
Just stick a foot out.
Anything. Do fucking anything, bro. He didn't. And that's what I'm saying for both goals, bro. Where was he? And he's your captain. So you can't blame Konate for not doing enough at the back post when realistically he got given him last minute by his captain. Like, what do you mean? Bro, Van Dijk shoved him into him. Literally, Konate only realised he's got to mark fucking Welbeck now when Welbeck bumped into him.
And what did Van Dijk do after that? Did he start complaining at Konate?
Yo, he complained at he just kicked off. He did a Bruno in it. Just wanted like,
bro. That's where I was getting to, and just why I'm on that. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because that's what I was getting to. Yeah, guys, make sure you check out my upload today. Yeah, on replacements for Bruno Fernandes. Give that a check. Let me know what you think. You know, you guys might not like it, but let me tell you now, I've pinpointed some important things. Yeah, that this is why we got to replace him in comparison to the other players. Just saying, it's come out already, guys. So give that a check. Go on, bro. Carry on.
But yeah, like I say, for me, like I understand what your grievance will be with Konate because, like, yes, he was the man that was marking him in the end. But Van Dijk had him, and when Van Dijk passed him over and then turned around, my man turned around to see what was happening and just watched the cross come back across him and didn't do shit. My man didn't even jump, didn't flinch, nothing. Like, he's got the worst reactions I've ever seen in my life. Like, he's always choosing wrong. And that's your captain and your first name on the team sheet when you think of centre-backs. Now, that can't be, bro. Not if you want to be, like, actually doing things proper and winning consistently. So far,
do you think Van Dijk's checked out though?
Nah,
I don't think so. I think he's just not good enough.
I don't think he's checked out at Liverpool. I think he's just done with Slot.
To be fair, I feel like basically every player in your squad's gonna be done with Slot, but him as your captain, knowing that these times players outlast managers all the time. He's going to outlast Slot. He knows this. He's probably been filled in that he's going at the very latest in the summer. So he's got no reason to give up because he knows Slot's not going to have to feel the impact of no Champions League, but I do. You get me? So he's got, if he has given up, that should be unacceptable to all Liverpool fans, innit? Like, there's absolutely no reason for it.
We do expect more. And it is, but again, it's not just, it's freaking everybody over the pitch. And that's what's annoying. Kirk has this freaking lovely goal to read the back pass and whatever else. And to score a goal.
I hear it, bro. But I understand, like, you strikers and whatever are at fault for not finishing opportunities or whatever. But at the same time, bro, like, if we're talking like Van Dijk, the way people big him up and gas him up, bro, like, he shouldn't be making these mistakes week in, week out. Yeah, like it's unacceptable when you're looking at it as the most experienced guy in the team, the guy that's been there, done it all, the guy that should have his heart and soul in the club because that's where he's made his name. You know what I mean? Like, there's absolutely no excuse for why he's the one that's leading to the dropped points. And 'cause realistically, you can blame your strikers for not finishing things, but if your defense is tight enough, at least you're getting a point every game. You're not,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's one of them. Like for me, I'd prefer to see, okay, if we're 0-0, I'll blame it on the strikers. But if we're losing, you've got to blame it on the defenders.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Especially, bro, you did end up pulling one back, and again, that was more because of poor defending. If it weren't for them turning up, like defensive awareness was on zero for my man, bro.
But
They've held it back
He's
strict.
done that a few times, and I think he just didn't expect anyone to get back. But because
Yeah.
Kirk has read it and sort of gone, I know where you're going.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like defensive errors. This is like obviously Kirkes did well with his finish and all the rest and the run, but at the end of the day, that was a defensive error, in it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and unless the goal is like a fucking Adogu against Arsenal, 99% of these fucking goals that are scored in this season, especially, it's been defensive errors more than anything.
Yeah.
Occasionally you get like a Harry Wilson moment of magic, but then the rest of it is poor goalkeeping or poor defending. When Van Dijk's meant to be considered as like, bro, I hear people trying to tell me he's better than Rio, he's better than Vidic, he's like best that the Prem's ever seen. Bro, I can't have it because at no point
recency bias, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I hear it, but like, bro, even at his lowest, I don't think fucking Rio Ferdinand was making as consistently bad choices and mistakes that cost his team as much as fucking Van Dijk's doing right now. Even when he was at QPR, I don't remember Rio being that bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
boy, listen.
Accept it.
There's one thing to say, man, and that's Danny Welbeck. How he never got called up to that World Cup to the 35-man squad. I mean, what a way to answer that to Thomas Tuchel. So Tuchel has a decision to make end of the season, because I think when you're the top goal scoring English player playing in the Premier League, you know, you deserve your flowers, man. And as I said, Danny Welbeck, man, he's someone that he's criminally overlooked. So let's see if he's on the plane, man, come the end of the season, innit? But there's no doubting, man, that Liverpool, boy, you guys are in trouble, man. Obviously, we still got to play you as well. So I'm looking forward to that game. I ain't gonna lie. Because
if we get Xabi Alonso in, though,
if Van Dijk's doing that, boy, listen, I can't wait, man. I'll be honest. But let's go for the chat again. Yeah?
But again, that's a game that Liverpool will turn up to. Because you think about it, we've been dog shit all season. The Arsenal game we turned up to. Have Arsenal beaten us this season?
Yeah. No, and I expect you to turn up against City next game.
Arsenal,
do you know what I mean? We turn up. It's the big games I don't worry about. It's the little teams. And the other thing I want to mention is, why is nobody talking about Chelsea?
Bro, don't wait. We're gonna get onto them jokers as well, man. Listen, we ain't done it. Yeah, we ain't done. But listen, let me go through the chat. Let me go through some of the chats quickly, and then we'll get on to the weekend results, innit? Big up to Foxy Danny says, who is Liverpool playing next and when, guys? So Liverpool got so it's international break, and then they got City in the FA Cup away. So yeah, be a tough game for them. But again, they got the league in it. Premier League. Huh?
The next league game's Fulham for them.
Next league game's Fulham.
Yeah.
Is that away or home?
At home.
Okay. But it made no difference this season.
Harry Wilson and that, yeah, cool.
It makes no difference this season.
There you have it. So you got Fulham league game, and then you got Man City in the FA Cup, then Fulham in the league.
PSG between them,
and then Fulham, and then PSG.
Boy, listen, if you're a Liverpool fan, man, just go sleep, don't wake up, because yeah, they ain't a good run there. That's four difficult games there. I'm telling you. So
5 after it, they got PSG and then Everton. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's a long run for them.
Yeah,
them 5 games in 15 days, bro.
I'm saying it right now. Yeah, you see Mo Salah. Out of them 5 games, he gets 1 goal.
Isaac's back though.
Is it? When's he actually back? Next game?
I think he's back. I don't know if it's the.
What are you trying to say? He's going to be. What are you trying to say? He's going to be the defining factor.
I don't know if he's back for the Man City game or the PSG game. I know he's back for one of them.
Okay.
Listen, let's move on. Let's move on to the weekend fixtures. Obviously, United, Friday night game, 2-2 against Bournemouth. I think we actually done a watch along for that, didn't we, Fitz? For the him was doing the Chelsea all-time 11. Yeah. Again, I didn't really take that game in too much, you know what I mean? But obviously the major talking point was the foul that was never given in the box, and then the same guy that made the foul, you know, he actually went on to play a part in Bournemouth's equalizer. So,
because the ref's scared to give a second penalty. Pussy.
Yeah, ridiculous. But the funny thing is, you know what makes me sick about all this, is that if someone puts their hands on you, in that kind of mode, and they're looking to push you off balance, it's a foul anywhere on the pitch. Like I don't understand whether he went down easily or not. You can blatantly see he's had two hands, his palms showing, and he's pushing. When someone does that, for me, it's just an instant penalty, regardless of how easy it is to go down. And then you look at Evan Nilsson's one, and Harry Maguire puts his hand on his waist, but he clearly just plays for it and dives. You know what I mean? So if you're going to give that against Harry Maguire, but you don't give the penalty against for Ahmad, like there's definitely some sort of corruption or fix there. You know what I mean?
You know it's bad when Alan Shearer turned round and said that the Ahmad penalty was a penalty and the Evan Nilsson one wasn't. Alan Shearer, who notoriously cannot stand United because he regrets not signing, absolute fucking nail of a fucking pundit, still got that one right. You know for a fact, like, bro, they're taking the piss. Like, I don't care. I've said for time now, this shit's scripted. We're not scripted to come anywhere close to second place, so they keep robbing us of points. This ain't the first time with that same ref, neither, you get me? He disallowed fucking Lissandro earlier in the season. Fucking the Kyle Walker stomping on man's leg. Ignored that shit. Bro, he's took the piss this season, my man. He needs investigating.
Is it Stuart Atwell?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's a shit ref anyway. But again, the thing is, I can't even be bothered to argue about VAR and the refs, because let's face it, the whole Premier League shit anyway. You know what I mean? So why are we even surprised? It's been shit for ages, and these referees just play their part anyway. So it's not even a surprise, really. You know what I mean? But there's no doubt in that. You know, it was definitely some sort of corruption or something going on there, because to give penalty against Maguire for that, and then Ahmad's one just gets thrown out, it don't make any sense, innit? But there's no point complaining, because in the end, it didn't really matter, because obviously Liverpool got beat, Chelsea got pumped, and we're gonna move to Chelsea right now, boy. You see that Liam Rosenior, as I said, he's actually a good coach, but he's a robot, man. I'm telling you, he's the guy's plugged in. I'm telling you, I'm convinced.
Bro, I seen a clip, I don't know whether it's AI or not. Someone please tell me if this is real, where my man's saying about, like, it sounds like some proper stoner talk. He's talking about, if you look at the word managing, you break it down, you're aging men. Like, bro. Is that real?
That's him, bro.
Bro, I nearly fell out of my... He said you've got to break down the word manager, and he's like, managing, I'm aging men. You get me? I'm aging a man. Like, bro, I nearly fell out of my chair.
He's a bro.
Someone needs to fix that with AI and put him in proper hippie garms with fucking, you know what I mean, with big red glasses on and that. Like, that was the most hippie shit I've ever heard in my. Like, that's some shit you say like half a whole pack in, and you just out of it. Like, you know what I mean? Asking questions like, why did we call this a seat? You know what I mean? Like, bro.
When I see his first interview for Chelsea, I just said to myself, he's there's something not right with this guy. He's too, what's the word? I can't explain it yet, but he seems too like bordering on licking ass and bordering on a bot. You see what I mean?
Yeah, but
if you know what I mean, like
the players love him apparently.
boy, they don't love him. They're laughing at him, man. Let's be honest.
Nah, they love the fact that they can work.
He's a bot, man. I'm telling you. Yeah.
He's that type of boss. You ever had that type of boss where you know he won't say shit. You can just turn up half hour late. You're taking an extra 15 at lunch. You know what I mean? Come in smelling a weed.
He'll laugh.
Yeah, man. My man can't say nothing. Just you again. You get me? Like, yo, you know what I mean? He's that guy, bro. You get me? These man are walking into training and my man's giving him high fives.
Oh, you're spot on. That is exactly what he is. Yeah, he's exactly what it is. It's like he's one of them guys now, yeah. And I had this the other day, yeah. So I cut someone up on the road, yeah, and he apologized to me. Yeah. That's Rosinio.
Yeah. Yo, that's what I'm saying. He's that type of guy, you get me? These men are strolling in whenever, you get me? Like, yo, high fives, everything, you get me? Yo, guys, you got pizza at lunch just because she's tried really hard this week. Like, bro, he's that guy, man.
They come in late to training and he's apologizing to them. Sorry, you're late. I'm telling you, bro,
sorry, I didn't know I'd set it too early for you, lads. Let me know when it works for you. I've got to age you, man, correctly. You get me, bro? This guy is crazy, man.
I'm telling you, bro. That's what he is, man. But listen, they got pumped, man. I didn't even see the game, but I just see Beto doing some slapping of his knees, man. I thought, what's going on there?
Mate, they got absolutely bullied. Pedro Neto was arguing with Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer was just looking at him blankly, like what are you doing?
Arguing with Palmer.
Yeah,
bro. But you know what it is now, yeah. That doesn't even surprise me because this happened. It either happened earlier in the season or last season, yeah. If you check what's happened, yeah, and I clocked, and it's mad this is happening, yeah. You see, because everything is revolving around Cole Palmer, yeah. You can tell Neto is not happy because Neto's playing everywhere, yeah, and whereas Palmer's the key player in the team, yeah, and basically what it is, there was something happening last season where I think Palmer didn't play him the ball and you can tell Neto wasn't happy in it, yeah. So this was always brewing because Neto basically is just any guy for Chelsea, and I think because everything runs through Palmer. Yeah, like you're starting to see this more now because Chelsea are struggling, and if Neto's not getting the pass, you're gonna see he's gonna try and take it out on Palmer because I clocked this from last season. So, yeah, it's crazy. 1 second. Big up to SR Regnum says, Mamba, it's been 22 years Arsenal won the league. Big up to S Radinham. Not much more to say on that, man. Not much more to say on that. 22 years, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, listen, Everton 3-0, Iliman NDI. We need to get him in the summer as a left wing target. And 3-0, Everton on a good run, man. Just wish Everton would have that performance in last week.
Tell you what, that finish, that fucking third one by NDI, bro. Yeah, that was a nice finish, I can't lie. Very nice. Very good
there. Fulham 3, Burnley 1. Harry Wilson again. Boy, he's having a season of his life, man. And the thing is, he's out of contract as well. I think he's going to be turning 29, I believe. Another goal. I mean, Burnley for me are going down.
Yeah, we knew they were going down.
But Fulham at home are strong anyway. And I think Fulham are mid-table, I believe.
No, well, the bottom half of the table, but closer, the closer to mid than bottom, innit?
But I think around them places it's all tight anyway, innit? So,
in fact, I think they actually might be ninth. You know?
Are they?
Thinking on it, yeah. They're just behind Everton.
Okay, let's leave that on the screen quickly. 1 minute. Yeah, let's leave that on the screen. So yeah, man. But yeah, listen, Fulham have been a decent team this season, and I reckon they're gonna have a few players, man, that other teams will be looking at. I think the manager as well, Marco Silva. I think a few teams will be looking at him. Wilson. Who's the other guy? What's his name?
What one? Not a Wobie.
And Anthony Robinson. That's the one, left back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think they got a couple of players that other teams might look at, whether they go or not. But Wilson's one. He's on a free transfer, so he's got his contract's running out. So unless Fulham give him 200 grand a week, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He might.
To be fair, now it makes sense why he's at the season of his life, innit? Like fucking hell, like he's playing his socks off, knowing what's coming.
Exactly. Let's move it on. Newcastle 1, Sunderland 2. Brian Brobby. Listen, you see Brian Brobby, yeah? Like he's been a problem this season. Like he has caused issues. And then he scored a goal. Did he score the goal at home as well?
Yes, I believe he did.
Yeah. Did he score the goal as well?
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Yeah, but again, man, he's been a handful, and yeah, man. Obviously, Newcastle, Sunderland winning the Northeast all the time where Derby, and boy, Newcastle, man. I mean, Newcastle are in 12th place. What to say about them, man? I think the biggest thing for Newcastle, is Champions League. Obviously, they're out of Champions League. They're not going to get Champions League football next season. They're literally just, I think they're out of all the cups, I think, as well, aren't they? FA Cup, I think, are they as well?
Yeah.
Their biggest thing, is what players are they going to lose? And I think Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes, Anthony Gordon, who else is there? I think mainly them three. You know, I don't think, Lewis Hall as well. I think those four, I think at least, I think they might lose two of them. I think they might lose two of them.
I personally think they lose Bruno and Tonali. Definitely, they are European level players. Then, they're not gonna stick around without any European. Bro, they're not even looking at conference now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like, bro, they're under a lot of pressure. Obviously, you got to remember, bro, their whole structure. They got took over, bear in mind, they like to make it known how much they got fucked over because they got so much money and can't spend it because of financial fair play. Yeah, because they don't bring in the revenue that allows them to spend as much as us lot. You know what I mean? Because they don't sell the tickets and the shirts like we do. So these men are very much reliant on that European money to come in so that they can spend it. Now that that's gone, bro, they're fucked. It's almost as bad as relegation for them.
Yeah, they got to think about what's next, innit?
Yeah, because like they're lucky in a sense because they're gonna have guys like Dan Burn and all that will stick around because they're still Premier League players. You know what I mean? But
he's from Newcastle as well, isn't it? Dan Burn.
But this is what I'm saying. Anyone that's above just Premier League level players, anyone that is Europa or higher level players, and let's be real, Bruno G and fucking Tonali, these men are both Champions League level players. So they're not going to be there at all. There's no way. Lewis Hall, they might be able to hang on to him a little bit longer, but I can see Bruno, obviously, I know he's got that the release clause. And Tonali, I can just see if they're going to be dickheads about the price and that, then so be it. But Tonali will just do the same as Isak. I'm not coming into training. I won't play another game. You're gonna have to sell me, otherwise you're gonna bankrupt yourself because you haven't got the income to pay my wage anymore. You know what I mean? The back's into a real shitty corner, bro. That's why I was saying, like, if I personally wouldn't take Bruno G, but if we're locked in talks and we're close to fucking getting something across the line, it's got to be a double suit for me. Fuck it, take both of them.
Yeah, but the problem is though, as I said the other day, I believe Bruno Guimaraes has a clause in his contract that if they don't get Champions League football, then I think he can leave for something like 70 mil. The only problem is, I don't see. I know that both of them are Champions League players anyway, but I don't see them giving up easily or selling to money if Bruno's that clause. Because the
But
thing
let's-
is, I'm looking at like this, yeah. The 70-minute clause they can't do nothing about, yeah.
Yeah.
But can you literally see them saying, okay, we've lost Bruno for 70. All right, Tonali, we're gonna just let you go. You know what I mean?
No, but that's what I'm saying. They didn't want to let Isak go.
Yeah, no, I know, but the Isak one, how much did Liverpool pay for him? Was it 130 mil or something?
It was
Or more than that?
100 and
150, weren't it?
no, I think it was 125. Was it?
Okay.
Well, the thing is, I think Newcastle will learn from that saga, yeah, and they're gonna start the bidding at 100 million as a starting price, especially if
Yeah,
they lose.
125.
You know what I mean?
No, I hear it, but this is the thing, though. You got to remember, obviously, if depending on your income, that's everything. Like it depends on how much you can spend and how much you can spend on wages. So
Yeah.
if these men are on big boy wages, they're not in a position to pay their wages and the rest of the team. So they're either gonna have to have massive clear out of all these backup players. You know what I mean? The players that realistically they're willing to stay and play on the cheap anyway, or you get rid of these couple stars that are bigger than your club. So even though they don't like it, they might be pushed into a position where 100 mil for Tonali, but say, if that Bruno's got a 70 mil clause, taking the both of them for 170 mil, I take that. That's decent enough business.
Yeah. I hear it. But then you got to look at. It depends if they've got players that they're already lining up to replace them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because to be honest with you, Tonali for me is one of the best midfielders in the world. And who are you going to bring in?
You don't replace them. You don't. But that's the thing, though. They're not in a position where they can just be replaced and that's it. Like they're in a position where they're going to have to bring in like players nowhere near the same quality.
Yeah.
Because they're not in a position where, like, look at it, when they got the takeover, they were in a strong position where, look, we're going to be competing for Europe, this, that. The project's failed.
Yeah.
At this point, finishing bottom half of the table, the project's done. You've already lost Isak. The rest of the players, essentially, it was this season's make or break, and it was a failure. So I feel like anyone that's a star player there, out of the door, they'll be lucky to keep all the Gordon. But I've got a feeling Gordon, unless he gets a big offer from a Premier League team, which, to be fair, who comes in for him? Maybe a Liverpool will go in for him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But again, he needs to be at Everton. So is he going to do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he will.
Yeah.
There's no loyalty in football now like that. None of these men are loyal anymore, bro.
Yeah, it won't be like that. It's not. I don't know if he sees Everton like that because it's not like how it used to be where it's like, oh yeah, I'm not going to this stuff. I don't think they give a shit. If Liverpool said, oh yeah, we'll pay you this, he'd go to Liverpool easily.
Yo, put it like this: when Michael Owen had to leave Newcastle, he did not give a fuck about signing for Manchester United, despite being a youth prospect at fucking Liverpool.
No, he didn't.
You know what I mean? Like, he still signed that contract and took that wage, bro. If my man's looking at this Newcastle team, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be fighting for top half of the table. I want to be fighting for fucking top 4. I want to be in Europe.
Yeah.
Gone. Doesn't matter. As long as he gets the offer from a top team that's going to be competing for that.
Exactly.
It's one of them, to be fair. It might not be Liverpool, obviously, this season because they might not make it to Champions League. But obviously, fucking hell, like Bruno and Tonali, there's no way they ain't gone to them. And even if they've got to sell Tonali for 100 mil, like it's still decent. I just checked, he's there until 2029, isn't it?
Who's that?
Tonali.
But bro, that's my point. So this is what I'm trying to say to you, yeah. It depends whoever goes first. If Bruno Guimaraes goes first, they're gonna ask for at least 150 for Tonali. I promise you.
But this is
because
the thing,
it
though.
make no sense. You know what I mean?
this is the thing though. For me, what would make absolute genius sense if they lock in with Bruno everything. Where like, look, we're gonna this is the contracts. He accepts everything. It's all in place. All we have to do is put in the bid. Then go in and just get Tonali first. Then you can lock in everything with Bruno the day after, and it's quick business. You know what I mean? Because they can't stop that one. But the Tonali one, as long as you do that one first,
nobody can argue.
You know what I mean? When you go in for the Bruno, that's where you become public enemy number one. You know what I mean? Because now we've just sold you Tonali, and now you're gonna do this to us. But it is what it is, isn't it? Like, fuck Newcastle, man. Like, we've never, you know what I mean? Like, what, we got Andy Cole from them, and then they celebrated getting Shearer over us. You know what I mean? So they stole Shearer. We took Cole. One of them had an outstanding.
To be honest with you, man, I don't really want Bruno Guimaraes. Tonali's the one for me, man. No doubt.
I don't particularly, but obviously the rumors are pretty loud about that one, innit? So for me, if that's locked in, then it's got to be a double sweep. Because there's no way, if we only get Bruno and Tonali ends up somewhere else, that's bad business. We've done a shit job there. We made the wrong choice. So if you're gonna get Bruno G, it has to be a double sweep. Otherwise, we fucked up. But I am hearing Tonali talk as well.
They're in trouble, boy. They're in trouble, man. 2-1 loss to arch rivals, and boy, Sunderland. I think Sunderland are in 11th, Newcastle are in 12th, man, which is crazy. Aston Villa beating West Ham 2-0. John McGinn. You know what? John McGinn makes a massive difference to them. Him being back in that team, all of a sudden, they're looking a lot more solid. You know what I mean? And his goal was great. To be fair, great finish. You know, Sancho playing his part as well, and then obviously Ollie Watkins, just like Danny Welbeck, really not getting called up. And these guys both get a goal. Crazy, you know. And then Tottenham 0, Nottingham Forest 3. And you know what? First things first. It's not been a great week for Igor Tudor. You know, I think he lost his dad as well, which is mad.
Surely he's got to get the sack.
Bro, I just said he lost his dad, man. You're saying get the sack.
Hey, you think Tottenham care about that?
Brief. What are we doing?
You think Tottenham care about that? Listen,
we're talking about relegation here, bro. What are we talking?
We know.
There's no time to grieve here, big man. You need to take that on the chin and move on now.
You lot are cold. Seriously.
We lost your dad and that, but listen, you got to take that on the chin and go back.
You lot are cold, man. You can't be
man. I've lost my dad. You get me? I know the pain, but
same here, man. But listen, Igor, ignore them. You know, listen.
Man.
He lost his dad, man. Which I think it was today actually as well, which is hard to take. But what's even harder, man, is his team getting pumped by relegation rivals Nottingham Forest. I mean, I watched the first 20 minutes, and then when I got back, man, I'm seeing 3-0, and I'm thinking, wow, you know what I mean?
They're cooked.
Well, this is what I said. Like, yo, Tottenham are getting relegated, and when I said to you, yo, West Ham and Forest have got more fight in them. Like that West Ham game against Villa, it was 1-0 until, like, obviously Watkins got a late goal in it, and to be fair, it was like the defenders turned off, because realistically, it was 2 versus 1. It was 2 defenders against Watkins and the keeper. And he still ended up fucking getting the little mop up off Rodgers' shot in it. But them man have had fight in them. Tottenham, there's no fight in that squad whatsoever. There's no way these men stay up. Even if they sack my man and bring in someone, there's no way. The squad's gone. They need to bring in someone that could just boost morale. Like a Harry Redknapp for just a couple weeks, someone like that's just going to inflate everyone, but it's not going to happen. They want to be too techie with it. They'll bring in like an Amarim, you know what I mean? Like, it does
I know a man they can have if they want Slot.
Boy.
If they want Slot,
I think Slot will be back on his way in Holland very soon, boy. I'll be honest. On his way back to Holland soon. But yeah, listen, man, they got absolutely annihilated 3-0. Yeah, it was who scored? Was it that
Gibbs
Igor
White.
Jesus? Yeah, see that Igor Jesus? I told you, man, he's a problem. He's a problem. Gibbs White and Taiwo Awoniyi in it scored.
Yeah.
But listen, that team there, I'm still gonna say they're gonna stay up because I think they might just have enough. But there's no denying, man, that they're in all sorts of trouble, man. All sorts of trouble. And boy, how long can they and the things with them, yeah. I actually believe if they get relegated, yeah, the amount of players that they're gonna lose, I don't know. I don't know if they come straight back up.
No. Yo, look how long it took Leeds, bro. When Leeds got relegated from that same position of Champions League that season and got relegated, bro, I'm telling you now, it took them something like fucking 12 years to get back. Might even be longer. It's crazy.
Shiny new stadium, all that money's.
Yo, you might actually have to sell that to Arsenal ladies, you know. Let's be real, they're gonna have to find cash from somewhere. They ain't gonna sell tickets for that. You're gonna. Let's be real. How many sellouts do you think they're gonna get with that in the Championship?
Brother, they're gonna have to drop down the ticket sales. They're gonna have to drop them down.
£10 a ticket, £5 a ticket.
Brother, you can't be charging serious fee. Madness.
But anyway, let's finish the close. We're gonna wrap it up in a minute. Big up to Rob James says, what do you reckon to Trent not being picked for England? He was shocking at last tournament. To be honest, reckon Danny Welbeck should get a shout. So listen, I spoke about this the other day, really. Welbeck should be in the squad, no doubt. And I think the fact that he got a couple of goals against Liverpool, you know, I reckon come the final selection, who knows, man, or if there's injuries, his name could be in there. But the fact he never got called up is a joke. And on Trent Alexander-Arnold, yeah, again, what people need to realize is that international football, yeah, you are going to be isolated as a fullback many times. And if you're thinking that you'll be coming up against other countries' best wide players, Trent as an actual defender isn't great. Obviously, as we know, with the ball at his feet, his delivery, his set pieces, they are high quality. But international defending, where he's going to play as a right back, he's going to be isolated a lot of the time. So imagine if he gets isolated up against a Vinicius Jr. or a Mbappe or a Yamal, let's say. Well, obviously Yamal plays on the right, so it won't be Yamal. But if it's an Mbappe or a Vinny or someone like that, yeah, who would you rather trust as a right back? Would you rather trust Reece James, Livramento, Jed Spence defensively, or Trent? And that's why I believe he's not been picked, because Tuchel's going to look at other defenders that are going to be better in that position. And obviously his set pieces, you can get that from other players in the team. Like Reece James' delivery, I know he's out injured, but his delivery is as good as Trent, if not better. So yeah, Reece James is a joke, man. But he's out injured. But let's see. What's this? Drove past Ellen Road today. Shithole.
Nah, it's not that bad.
Rob James ain't having it. Yeah, ain't having it. But guys, before we wrap it up anyway, World Cup standout stars. Who are we going for? So you know what? I think all the obvious names like Yamal, Mbappe, Harry Kane, Messi, you know, all the obvious ones people are going to say, but I want to try and look at someone that might be a bit of a surprise. In actual fact, I'm going to change my mind. Yeah, fuck it. My standout star is going to be Pedri. There you have it, Pedri.
Just Pedri the one, yeah? You're just picking one standout.
Pedri's a joke, bro. The things with Pedri, yeah, what he does goes unnoticed because he don't get numbers, yeah? But if Spain win this tournament, he's going to be instrumental. So I'm going to say Pedri. I think it'd be easy to go and say Yamal. I would love it to be like Messi, you know, or someone from France. But I think Messi being that year older, I don't think Messi is going to have the same impact. But if I'm looking at Spain, I'm looking at Pedri or Yamal, but I'm going to say Pedri. So I think what Pedri does is a joke, man. He's a joke of a player, I'm telling you. joke of a player. Jonas, who are you going for?
I might go for. Do you know the right winger that plays for Leipzig?
What? Nusa? No, not Nusa. Diamande.
No, is he a Diamande or it's I'm sure it's Diamande. Diamande is the one that Liverpool are looking at, isn't it?
Yeah. But are Ivory Coast they're not in the World Cup?
They're not in the World Cup.
I don't think so.
Fuck's sake. He would have been one
To
of
be
my.
fair, there's so many teams in the World Cup. I would have thought they qualified.
I'm not sure if they're in the World Cup. I'm in the World Cup.
Let's
Have
have
a
a
check.
Oh, and it was 16 years when Leeds got relegated till they got back up. Could be could be a long stretch for Tottenham.
Ivory Coast are in the World Cup.
Okay,
They're in there, yeah.
It looks like it.
Boy, Ahmad in the World Cup. Cool. I didn't know that. Did not know that. I didn't think they made it.
Let's have a look. Yeah, we know we're playing on that. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like they are.
Okay. Didn't realize.
Yeah, they're playing. Yeah, they're in World Cup Group E.
They are. They're in there, yeah. That's good. So you reckon he'd be the standout?
Yeah, he'll be stand up for that team, I think.
Okay.
He is ridiculous. Some of his is.
You think he's good, yeah?
Yeah, bro. Do you not rate him?
Nah, man. I don't rate them pace merchants like that, man.
But he's more than
them
that.
guys. Them guys have their place off the bench, but if you're going to be starting them guys, I'm not too sure. Like I've seen a bit of him.
He's more than pace. I think he's a good player. I think he's got a good touch.
You like him, yeah?
I tell you who he reminds me of, but a better version is like, do you know like Doku when he drops his shoulder? He's
shit, bro. Yeah, I ain't got time for that. yeah, listen. You sold him, but not to me.
Well,
As soon as I heard Doku, yeah. Let's leave that alone.
I'm playing, man.
But you reckon he'll be the standout, yeah?
For me, I reckon he's going to be a standout.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with one like for England because I know for the joke, outside of England, you there is obvious choices in it, but I think Kobbie Mainoo is gonna be the standout because our media is gonna go crazy for him this summer. He's gonna be the guy. I guarantee it.
You know what I would say though on Kobbie, yeah? I hear it, but the reason why that's going to be difficult because Jonas said Diamande, yeah? Diamande should start for Ivory Coast. Pedri's going to start for Spain, yeah? I'm not so sure Kobbie gets enough game time. And the funny thing is, does Kobbie even get in the squad? Because he should do. Obviously, we know he should be there, yeah? But we know that Elliot Anderson's going to start with Declan Rice. And the thing is he going to play free in midfield like that? Or is he going to play a number 10?
Nah, but this is the thing, though. I feel like he's definitely going to get minutes. And when he gets minutes, it's going to be similar to the... he's just going to force his way in. Remember in 98 when Hoddle didn't want to play backs? Yeah. He's going to end up forcing his way in. Obviously, he won't have the media on side straight away, but his performance and the fans there will demand that he gets more minutes. And he will force his way into the team. As long as he makes the squad, I'm telling you, Kobbie Mainoo. Because by then, because obviously, bro, bear in mind, he didn't play half of the season. And since coming into the squad, he's had consistent games. He's not been at fault for fucking anything. He's been good. Obviously, not the same level that we've expected of him previously because we all know why, because he's not played. You get me? But by the time World Cup rolls around, if he's in that squad, he's back to form by then. I'm telling you.
The only thing I would say though, yeah, if Kobbie does force his way into the lineup, yeah, it'd be very interesting to see who it's going to be for, because that would mean for me, if he does, does that mean England will go to a free midfield? Because we know he's not going to take off Declan Rice. Elliot Anderson looks like he's a shoe-in as well.
Yeah.
So that means you're looking at Kobe as taking away one of the number 10s.
I personally think it'll either be in at the 10 or it'll be for Anderson, but you've got to remember, like the advantage Kobe has got, like bear in mind, I feel like by the time the end of the season rolls around, he's going to be in form because he's played half of the season consistently. By then he's back. And he's hitting peak when everybody else is hitting the time where they're giving it a last push. Anderson's running his socks off week in, week out, fighting relegation. You know what I mean? When summer comes around, there's no guarantee this guy's going to stay fit 90 minutes every game. And when Kobe comes on, if Kobe has more of an impact than fucking Anderson does, like if Anderson's had a fairly quiet game, comes off for half an hour, and then fucking next thing we've got, you've got Kobe Mainoo just running the show for half an hour. Bro, next game, there's no way Kobe Mainoo doesn't get at least 45 minutes. And then the game after that, he's got to start if he does the same thing, which I think he will do. Because like I say, bro, by the time World Cup comes around, there's been so much games already played. And like, look at Anderson. He's played every single one of them. There's no way he's going to be 100% when it comes to fucking World Cup. There's no way, because he's had to play his best football to fight relegation. So when Kobe does get a chance, I'm telling you now, he's gonna take it. There's no way that he doesn't. By the time, because obviously you expect England to get out of the group, so by the time we're into the fucking knockout stages, I expect Kobe to have forced his way in that team.
No, I hear it. I just think.
But because it is dependent on like Kobe even going, the other one that I'll give is I think, because I think France is gonna win it, innit? So it's gotta be someone from France.
Camavinga. You reckon Camavinga gets in that team?
All right, listen, I was gonna say Camavinga, but it was either Camavinga or Pedri for me. So I want to go for a player that's gonna be an unsung hero, because a lot of the players that are going to be in everyone's thinking are going to be like the Yamals and Mbappe's, etc. But for me, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Pedri. But who are you gonna say for France?
To be fair, I was thinking to say Camavinga, but it's more because he's putting himself in the shop window. There's rumors that Real are willing to accept offers that are real cheap. You expect him to perform, and I've also got a bit of a theory that it's not going to be a fucking a tournament for strikers and attacking players. This, like I said to you on the other stream yesterday, Gav, about the ball, innit? Like the ball's meant to be fucking very similar to the 2010 ball, and that like I say, Messi 29 shots, not one of them hit the target. Like not one shot on target is still a record for the World Cup to this day. It's insane. So if Messi couldn't get it right, I don't think many will. I think Yamal probably will, because like I say, he's the one that's been playing with the ball in it. So he's gonna do the same as what Forlan for me. He's gonna be the top goal scorer because he's had experience and time with the ball, but nobody else has. But I don't think attackers are going to have a very good tournament. I think this is going to be a midfield and defense tournament.
You think?
Yeah, there's not going to be a defensive standout, really. You know what I mean? If it's not going to be a tournament for attackers, defenders can't shine like that. It's going to be a midfield battle all the way through, innit? So,
I hear it.
Yeah, man. Kobe if he goes. If not, Camavinga.
Yeah. So we got Diamande, Pedri, Camavinga, or Kobe. So four players that could potentially be standouts. So yeah, man. Listen, I'm looking forward to this World Cup anyway. So yeah, it's gonna be good, man. So we have to see what happens. Listen, we are gonna wrap it up anyway. Should go for this last question. So Christopher McGrath says, with the wealth of talent England have, why wouldn't they play 3-5-2 and flood the midfield? Again,
see it.
it's again.
It's there,
I think
Nick.
two up,
Look
two
where
up
the
top is a
lighters and the
thing
fucking
past.
crayons are. Keep going down towards the fucking table. It's there somewhere.
Yeah. So again, 3-5-2, guys. Yeah, like that is a thing of the past. Really, you would say, especially international football. There's no international teams really that play with two up top because again, you know, this is why I say about strikers' game is to do more than just score goals. You know, they have to be basically two players in one, and obviously the midfield gets priority over the striker like that. So there's no team that's going to play 3-5-2.
And not many teams play two strikers.
Yeah, no teams do it unless
no
you're chasing
one's
the game.
wasting a position with two strikers now, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Unless you're chasing the game. That's how football's gone now, isn't it? But yeah, it is what it is, man. But as I said, man, it's going to be a good tournament. I just hope there's no standout injuries, man, because this is the problem with the World Cup and the Euros that come about. There's always someone that misses the World Cup, and at the moment, you got no Rodrigo as the standout one. So let's just hope there isn't too many more, man. But other than that, it's going to be good, man. But guys, listen, we're going to wrap it up. Big up to yourselves for coming through. Big up to all the mods as usual. Big up to all the newcomers as well. Guys, make sure you are smashing the like button. Help the channel to grow. And if you're new in here, make sure you sub to the channel. Check out all the other content. There is some uploads, guys, that have come out today. One namely on Bruno Fernandes. So yeah, give that a check. You know, you might find that interesting. You might be crying, but it is what it is.
Let's go, Bruno.
Listen, I'll keep the same energy. You know what I mean? I don't care what numbers he hits. Just get him gone into the season, man. And big up to as I say to even like Mamba that come in, because you know a lot of the Arsenal fans, you know, they do chat and only a few of them show up. So big up to Mamba, Clockenders who came in as well.
We didn't see Lumi Rain today, did we?
Yeah,
all
but
that yappa business.
Yeah, but we all knew she was going to be hiding. This is what they do. Remember these guys promised, you know, they said £50 super chat if Arsenal don't win, €3,000 if Arsenal don't win. These guys just lie, and that's why their team will be getting embarrassed come the end of the season. You know, so it is what it is.
Before we go, Clockenders, how much did you pay to watch your team get beat? Would you sat behind the goal where the goals were scored as well, bro? Please let me know. Please let me know.
Well, if he sat behind the goal, man, I see them pan to an Arsenal fan, and he was crying. So it might have been Clockenders, to be honest. It might have been him. Who knows?
Hey, it might have been in the end with the City fans. He didn't want to celebrate when they were scored and that.
Trust me, Clockenders, don't worry, man. We're here for you, bro. We're here for you, man. You know, it's not easy. You know, it's not easy. Stay humble, eh? Stay humble. But listen, other than that, guys, listen, we are gonna be back same time next week. Obviously, we got our all-time 11 series. Probably do that on Wednesday or Thursday. Not sure yet. Obviously, we'll be on Tottenham. And then once we get the Premier League teams, we're going to move on to La Liga. So, yeah, make sure you guys follow that. Check out all the content as well. And, guys, make sure you go and follow Fitz and Jonas on their socials, which is in the description. So, yeah, go and give them a follow on their socials, which is Instagram and Twitter. And as I said, there's some more content coming out for you guys during the week and definitely next week as well. So, yeah, big up yourselves each and every time. And Arsenal, 1 down, 1 trophy down, 3 to go. I'm predicting you guys might not win the FA Cup as well. I think Southampton might have something for you at home. Champions League, and then you got to play City again. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But exactly, stay humble, eh? Erling said it to Arteta. Arteta like he was going to switch, boy. He wasn't happy, but good. You know what I mean? But other than that, guys, big up yourselves. Have a good rest of your Monday. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Take it easy, yeah?
Later.
Later.